excellent shape on all of our highways right now.
I did not watch it. I'm too busy to watch it. It's a witch hunt. It's a hoax. I'm too busy to watch it. So I'm sure I'll get a report. There's nothing. I have not been briefed. No.
That was President Trump talking about the first day of impeachment hearings. The testimony comes from two career diplomats and revealed new details never heard before. And joining me live to break it all down is Dr. Mark Caleb Smith from Cedarville University. Now, there's a lot to unpack after yesterday's testimony. We heard from the top U.S. diplomat in Ukraine and the Deputy Assistant Secretary of State. Now, did either say anything damning to the president's claim that he had a perfect call with Ukraine's president?
Yeah, I think certainly they did. I mean, they made it clear, I think, that the president was really conducting two kinds of foreign policy in Ukraine. I mean, one kind through the State Department, and then more of a shadow foreign policy through Rudy Giuliani that was trying to pressure Ukraine to begin investigations. Now, there's still a lot of argument about how much they're going to be believed and what kind of information they're using to make those claims and whether or not they'll persuade Republicans and others to support impeachment. But I think that the testimony was pretty damaging.
Now, do you think Democrats were successful in painting a picture that the president abused his power?
You know, I'm not sure that they were politically. I mean, I think you could make a reasonable argument legally or constitutionally that that was the case, but I'm not sure politically they're going to really be able to sell this. Is it going to be the kind of thing that moves public opinion and convinces more Americans that impeachment ought to happen? Is it going to be the kind of thing that convinces Republicans in the Senate that removal ought to happen? I'm not sure yesterday really moved the needle in those directions.
Now let's talk about the public's perspective on this whole thing. Do you think having these hearings in an open setting will sway public opinion in one way or the other?
Yeah, I think that's certainly what Democrats are trying to accomplish. You know, if they can get these things open and live and maybe have some dramatic moments and some memorable sound bites, they're hoping that enough people will be exposed to them and begin to shift their thinking on these issues. I don't know if that's the case, though. I mean, how many people are going to watch? How many of them are going to search for information? You know, my guess is that most of them already have strong opinions already about President Trump, so this won't really be all that persuasive.
How do you think Republicans will spin this in the days to come?
I think we're starting to see the argument come forward already. You know, Jim Jordan yesterday was probably the face of the argument. First, this is a policy disagreement between the president and the State Department. And so this really isn't about abuse of power. It's just a disagreement about how we should approach Ukraine. The other argument that I'm hearing an awful lot of is this is secondhand or third-hand information. You know, these diplomats are making allegations that they didn't personally overhear. They're more relying on the accounts of others. And so I think those are the two main Republican talking points going forward. And my guess is they're going to be pretty successful.
As always, thank you, Dr. Mark Caleb Smith, for providing your political insight this morning.
Thank you.